world, it is time for some Mario Maker 2. We're getting back to the run here. Back to the run. Let's see how it goes. Hope your Monday went all right out there. It sure was a Monday, wasn't it, chat? Yes, it was. Yes, it certainly was. So, well, what can I say? What's up, Sebastian? What's going on out there, buddy? You having a good Monday? What's going on, Kelvin? Nice to see you. How are ya? How are ya? What's the story out there? Monday go all right for you? Let's see if we can get to 2,000. Sebastian's doing well. That's good news. Glad to hear that, Sebastian. Very glad to hear that. What's up, K. Barowski? What's going on, Eric? How are you out there? Is Monday treating you all right? Let's hit that like button, double tap the screen, and let's get right down to business. Felt like a Monday, there you go. But you're coming through on Facebook. I know it's been giving some pretty major issues lately. So that is good. That is quite good. You know what? Let's see if we can get that centered a bit better. No, it doesn't. Well, I guess we'll just go with that. That'll have to be good enough. What's going on, Jess? What's up, yeah? What's going on, Midnight? We're back to the run. Back to the run on a Monday. Make sure you hit that like button, double tap the screen. Let's get it going here. What's up, Alex? You can't comment on Facebook. Okay, so it's not all the way fixed. Sorry about that. 43 lives, 1,084 clears. No skips yet. 2 boss. Where's my opening? I guess low. Low is the way to go here. There we go. Thank you for the hot and the share, Jess. Spaces liking all the streams. Thank you for those likes. Let me sing you a song for that support. Thank you. Someone likes the stream. Alright, that was fair. Glad they didn't make it a 10-second time or anything. What's up, Mary? What's up, Nat? You already know Nat is where it's at. And I can't seem to get this centered in a way that I like. That's good enough. Thanks, George, Sebastian, Alex, and Mary. Here we go. 46 lives, 1,085 clears. It's a slippery speed run, probably on the ice. We are... Oh, we needed the snowball. come on, bruh. Okay. Feels like a steep price to pay. Because in a speedrun, typically you can't stop. So requiring the person to stop is far from the assumed course of action. We learned our lesson. I can't imagine I still need this at this point, but I got one. Oh, buddy, we got plenty of time. Can we get the one up? Yes! We can. Yes, we can. Shout out to the lurkers out there. Appreciate you lurking. Thank you, Nat, Midnight Mary. I am trying to shake off a wave of sadness / depression, chat. That's the honest truth. I'm trying to shake off a wave right now. Did I like that? I didn't like that you didn't indicate it, but guess what, buddy? I'm going to give you a like. Strange little speed run. Thanks, Mary, Midnight, Susie, and Alex. Thanks, Jess. I've got a month left of my 30s. What's up, Balin? I've got a month left of my 30s, and I never really got what's the deal with the midlife crisis? What is that all about? It doesn't even make sense to me. It makes sense to me now. Because, you know, the first 30 years of my life, I was very blessed to have an amazing first 30 years. Had an awesome childhood. Had all types of opportunities. 15 different jobs throughout my teens and 20s. Lots of variety. Lots of interesting adventures. But the last 10... the last 10... Ooh. Especially compared to the first 30... Ooh, these last 10 have been brutal. Nat cried when you turned 30. Well, I think that's an appropriate thing to do, Nat. Not to say everything goes bad when you're older. That's certainly not the case. But just depending on how things play out for you, it can go a lot of different ways. Now 46 cried on 50. Yeah, I'm with you, Nat. Big time. In a big way. Balin wants Facebook fixed. Me too. You slept wrong. Can't turn your head. Oh, gosh, Susie. I'm sorry. That definitely does hurt. That definitely does hurt. 46 lives, 1,086 clears. Lava platforming. Moving your sub over to Twitch. Well, Balin, the good news about doing that is then you'll get no ads on Twitch. Do I run ads? I don't even know anymore. If I do, I should probably just turn them off. I can't imagine I'm making more than $1. Which, that sounds like I'm complaining. I actually mean it, like, matter-of-factly. Okay, that didn't go too well. Felt like the platform didn't come back. Like to it, you're 43. Don't consider yourself a grown-up. Okay, that's interesting. What's up, Jedi Layla Marie? Sorry you have to be over on YouTube. Oh, that's probably the intention. Oh, this is a different... It's a whole different... Wow. It's only 20 seconds. What's up, Sally? Yeah. Just learn how to act grown up when the situation calls for it. There you go. Yeah. There we go. All right. I shouldn't rush this. If I've learned anything from the previous jumps, it's better to not try to rush these jumps. Kind of rushed that one. Now we only have a single platform to work with. This is going to be a little awkward. Okay. Oh my gosh. Talk about a last second adjustment. How'd someone do this in 20 seconds, bro? No! I might take this outside the run. This could take 15 more tries. I'll go down to 42. I'll give it one more try. You had a 30-second ad come in. Okay, yeah. I should definitely just turn them off. Let's see. How difficult is that to do? Well, Pat, don't do it in the middle of the stream, bro. It's not. It probably wouldn't even take effect till the next stream. Should turn off all ads for everybody. Ad money used to be amazing. It used to be a couple $100 a month, which was significant. Now I don't make a couple $100 a year off ads. I don't even think I make $100. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Bro, yeah, I'm doing this outside the run. Well, I really don't want to do it outside the run, but I also don't want to lose any more lives, so I'll do it outside the run. Not a bad level. I just seem to really be not approaching it well. Thank you for the heart, Kiwi. What's going on, Em? What's going on, Charles? You're on your tablet. You can chat on Facebook, but on your phone, you can't chat on Facebook. Okay, something with the app on different devices. Thank you for that intel, Susie. I think we had made it to the end. I think we were at the grand finale there. I'll put the code up in case you want to play along. Yeah, definitely feeling a little bit of that midlife crisis. I think it's amplified by having such a great start. Those first 30 years, I feel. Nat can't chat on Facebook. What's up, Dave? So, good problem to have in that sense. I feel very, very blessed to have had those first 30 years. They were amazing. Now we can be a little reckless. Oh. See if we can beat the... I gotta make a huge jump if I'm gonna make that one. Yeah, I keep doing that exact same thing. That's never gonna work, Pat. Look at that. Is that the trick? It's meant to be first cycle? Because it feels like a whole different level doing it this way. Now you gotta wait on this one. Okay. That's the one I'm supposed to wait on? I'm glad I skipped this. Not to say I would have ever tried to just speed run it like this in the run. But it certainly has proven to be a punishing level. Still a good one, but I'd call it punishing. Or unforgiving. Might be a better way to say it. Oh, I gotta... Hello, Fernando. Oh, that's it. That's the end. It'll get better. Every year brings new adventure. You don't think that good things coming. And I believe that's very possible. I do believe that's possible. It's just been the way the cookie has crumbled. Oh, gosh. What's up, Nicole? But I certainly believe it, Susie. I know things can all turn around, and how things feel now is not necessarily how they're going to feel later. That's important to acknowledge and understand. And there is some comfort in that. We're going to get the clear here, Mary, but boy, oh boy, is it taking more lives than I thought. Hey, now that was a good little run there. Oh, I thought that was the final 3. We got this, Balin. Get some good flour so the cookies stop crumbling. Yeah. There's definitely some user error involved. I have certainly not done things perfectly by any means. Classic hindsight being 2020 situation. But, I mean, a lot of the stuff I just couldn't have known ahead of time. If I had known divorce was even in the cards, I would absolutely... Oh. I would never in a million years have considered getting this house. But it's a tricky thing because, hey, I actually got past it that time. Better taste the cookies around the corner. Hey-o. How did I do that? I did it without stopping. Was it that? Yeah, I went to that one and then big jump. So big, big, small, big. Big, small. Look at that. Oh, wow. So that's 20 seconds right there. So that is how the world record is done. Now we got to at least try for it. Now that we made it this far. We didn't come this far just to come this far, right, chat? Some lesson learned the hard way, exactly. If everybody refused to see the signs, despite most of us trying to tell him. Had to deal with getting rid of the house as well. Oh, you mean in his marriage? His friends tried to tell him your marriage is in trouble? Yeah. But the truth is, like I've said many times, I love this house. It's not that it's all bad. If anything, if I didn't like it so much, it would be easier to just be like, all right, we'll see you later. But I've become too attached. That's not going to work. So let's give that up. Try to tell him to not get married in the first place. Oh, gosh. I can't imagine that conversation going too well. But I think you did the right thing as his friend to at least communicate it. You got to do it gently, but I do think it's a lot better to communicate that than sit on it and then wait till things go badly and then be like, well, actually, we all knew this was going to happen. Oh! Need a new cookie recipe. Mine keeps exploding in the oven. Oh, my gosh. The clear's getting close here. Progress, Jess. Look at that. That almost works. We're finding new strats. That has to be the slow way. That's where it falls apart for me. Went in on buying a house with her in the hopes to finally marry her. Interesting. Maybe I just run off there? Because that part is where it falls apart. Yeah, I think I could just do 3 big jumps to start. Yeah. We can do 3 big jumps to start. And then a small jump. 3 big jumps and a small jump. Maybe it's time to move to Florida. Oh, gosh. Maybe it's time to move to Florida. They must have a million condos in Florida. I'm definitely going condo. Oh, rather than house next time. That's for sure. Okay, I think that's the runoff. Small jump when I get there. Here. Yeah, look at that. Huh. Now, if I did a late jump, I wonder if that would have worked. Like being outside in the water. Oh my gosh. That's a rare treat for me. So when we encounter a gator, yeah, I can't imagine hanging out anywhere I'd be encountering gators. But I know they're in the state. But I wouldn't be too worried about them sneaking up on me. Would have an alliance, would have an understanding. Okay, it's not world record, but we got it. We at least got a clear. We'll give a couple more tries. What's up, Foggers, over on TikTok? Thanks for the share, Tan the Man, and the gifts. Thanks, Nat. Niece moved there and she loves it. Condo owner myself. It's nice. Make sure you check out the HOA. Some are fantastic, some are less than ideal. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, thanks, K. Barowski. I ain't making any rash decisions. That's one thing it would almost be a benefit if I was a little more able to make rash decisions. I'm on the side of overthinking everything. Okay, did I like this? I guess. Let's see if we can get the world record. It's going to be tough. Thinking like a midnight swim? No, that's not for me. The only midnight swim I'm going in is in my pool, which I don't have at this house. But I'm just saying, as far as meeting a gator at night, I don't think they'll be in my pool. Thanks, Erica, Midnight, Susie. Can that be made? If that can be made, we've got a real shot at this. Oh, that was the runoff. I didn't mean to exit. The Overthinkers Club. We're prepared. See, I don't even think we are. That's the most frustrating thing to me about overthinking. Is it doesn't actually accomplish what it feels like it does. If anything, it actually introduces more doubt to the situation. I find that the more I engage in my overthinking tendencies, the more likely I am to be less decisive. I don't think that's going to work. That's what's so... It would be one thing if it was at least functional. If at least the result was making the best decision possible consistently. That would go a long way to making it feel more justified. But I honestly think it does the opposite more often than not. I want to get one corner jump there to find out if it'll work. See, there's a corner jump. 3 big jumps. That's a runoff. Or is it? What if I did that? That was a good corner jump. Does that work? No, I can't get there. Have a safe place to come lift each other up. It's a little therapy. There you go, Sal. I'm very thankful for it, too. Here's the runoff. There's a good corner jump, and it's never working. That corner jump is never going to work, so we got to rule that out. Runoff. Runoff, and then immediate jump to that. Oops. Play devil's advocate too with yourself. Then neither answer seems right. It's not good enough decision making, but it's still a good skill to see all perspectives. That's what it's the best for. Hey, what's up, Master FF? Yeah, that is the most valid functional use of overthinking. Is it gets you real good at seeing multiple perspectives, even perspectives you don't share. You get real good at understanding why people disagree with you. Which in some ways is invaluable. It makes it a lot more difficult to like discriminate when you can see it from the other person's perspective, even if you don't agree. And that is powerful, but that comes with its own set of issues. I wonder what the move is here. What is the move there? Because we've got it up to there. It's not coincidence we can get through all this first cycle. Maybe a pause? What type of games do I play? Mostly Mario. Mostly Mario. Been playing through Hollow Knight. Silk Song. But mostly Mario. Yeah, I think once I get there, I have to stop and wait. The calm presence, the camaraderie. Few safe spaces. Started playing Galaxy 2. Nice. That's right. Just got released. We wait here. But then that's where we're stuck. That's where it falls apart. We wait here. Wait even longer. Hey, what's up, Fairly Dod Parents? This is a great content creator. Check out Fairly Dod Parents over on TikTok. Here's this. Now we're going to wait here until it's right there. That's way too long to wait, bro. There's got to be somewhere we can go right away. I have to believe there's a place to go. There's somewhere to go the whole rest of the level. Spin jumping off the saws only works in ROM hacks, unfortunately. Doesn't work in this. Sing the line to McDonald's jingle. You think wait longer? The thing is, I'm trying to beat 19.8, and it just feels like waiting there is too much. There's got to be a way to interact with that platform as it's... Well, I guess that is right on the line. So let's see what a clear looks like with the waiting. Let's see how close or far we are from world record then. Oh my gosh, hold on. Okay. I just put my lasagna in the oven, and in about 35 to 40 minutes, I'm going to have 4 servings of lasagna. Dinner for today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. TikTok's acting odd for you. Sorry about that. And we're back. What's up, Mitch? Instead of 3 big jumps at the beginning, could you do 4 big jumps, then small jumps? Let me see. Where's the 4th jump put me? Oh, okay. Good eye there, Mitch. That does work. Now, if we wait here, now we go. Oh, and I have to go right next door for that one. Shout out to Lucas for the follow. What's up, Jonathan? Big shout out to the gaming band director. Gotta love lasagna. Did I make the lasagna? No, my second mom did. It was actually one of my mom's ultimate best friends, and she's been like a mom to me, especially since my mom passed away basically 20 years ago, because it was right before I turned 21, and I'm about to turn 40, so 19 years. The point is, she made me 3 frozen trays of lasagna, so I get 3 weeks of lasagna for dinner, home cooked. That's one of the worst things, chat. Living alone, I mean, you obviously can make yourself food, and I do that sometimes, but it is not the same. There's something lost. There's something beautiful, especially if you make food together. That's the ultimate best. But there's something so it's such drudgery. It's not the same thing. So here's what I'm trying to say. I really appreciate that I have some home-cooked lasagna this week, last week, and next week. So that is the deal. Cook enough to last for the week, you don't have to cook. There you go, midnight. It's different when someone you love cooks food with or for you. Exactly. The love ain't in it, Alucard. Exactly, bro. So anyone out there that's getting home-cooked meals one way or another, appreciate that, because I don't care if it's the highest quality in the world. That's not the point. It doesn't have to be the best food you've ever eaten. Homemade food has something to it that is invaluable. Lasagna's your family's favorite. Had it on Thursday. One of the kids was in a mood, pulled it right out of it. Wow, that's powerful lasagna. What's up, Score Bunny 88? How are you? How am I? I'm okay. How are you? Very kind of it. Nothing like a home cooked meal. Exactly. Exactly. See, that's too slow. 20 has to still be on the screen. But I guess there could have been a cleaner transition to that last set of jumps. But we basically have to be an entire second faster. Yeah, so what's the point of rushing this? Oh! That was interesting. It on-screen differently. You're on the roof earlier. There you go, Pumpkin King. This year, my kids, you make New York strips with a side of root vegetable hash. They'd rather have Chick-fil-A. Okay, well, fast food's tough to compete with, especially when you're a kid. I feel like, well, I can definitely say my ability to appreciate a home-cooked meal has increased with age. I think it's impossible to know how good you have it as a kid. It's just impossible to know just how good you have it. See, that would work. I think on-screening it plays a part, because you notice the timing of the platforms change depending on when I on-screen them. Namely here. If I do this, I've on-screened that one on the right. See? Not even close. What's up, Sean? Man, so that's still. What makes the world's best meatballs? Barbecue cranberry sauce. I always love it when she brings you pan. That's amazing. That definitely sounds good. Any way to get that one? Any way to get to the one you're on screening any sooner? I don't know. I can't figure it out. What's up, Lewis? I do not know. The place it all falls apart is where I have to stop. Hey, Lori, thanks for the follow. So that's happening because I'm jumping earlier? Interesting. I got an idea. Hey, there you are, Lori. What's the story, Lori? I guess I don't have to do a full jump there. I've got an idea. I don't think it's right, but I have an idea. I already tried this idea and failed, but see, if I could hit that, I think we could have an alternate strat in play. Do I like brownies? Ask us to bake some for friends and family. Love to send you stuff for your birthday. That's really sweet of you. But the thing is, in my opinion, that brownie, the window, similar to fast food. I think brownies are like fast food in that if you eat it within the first 5 minutes of it being cooked, it's almost twice as good. Let's say it's literally almost twice as good. The difference is that significant. Can you Z-jump off the saws? No. Can't Z-jump off any saws here, unfortunately. I'll show you. I wish you could. Bomb. Just take damage. Be nice if you could, though. I know you can in ROM hacks. Maybe it's jump as soon as I land on that. I'm still, as you can tell, I'm still convinced I'm missing a jump. If I do this, no, there's no way I'm making it there in time. You're right there with me, Fairly Dodd parents. Gotta wait. What's up, Super Trucker J? Trying to get this world record, and to say it's not going well would be an understatement. Interesting. That's a new result. But I feel like that confirms I have to wait. Which is what chat has said all along. Let the record show. I think your instincts were correct, chat. I'd say the same. Oh, no, I wouldn't say exactly the same. It's not exactly the same, but there is a similar dynamic at play with chocolate chip cookies. Chocolate chip cookies are 10 out of 10 right out of the oven. A little undercooked. But they're still pretty great after that. I still keep thinking that's going to work. Give it up, Pat. Let's see if we can just refine the current path to get the silly world record and move on. This is turning into a real project. There's no way. That's where I have to... I need that to get there faster. See, but it's way over there. Oh, that was close. That was actually close. If the timer says 8:20, I have a chance. And it changed right as I landed. So that's close. Here we go. We're within half a second. But that's still kind of a lot, to be honest with you. We must have to really refine these first couple jumps to just be only as high as they need to be. There's no way I can get away with that little turn back. Now, see, now hold everything. See, if this platform was there every time, we wouldn't have to wait as long. So something, I don't know what caused that to happen, but if we could do that on purpose, we'd have it. Oh, why'd I change? I don't think it makes much difference. As long as I jump as soon as I land, I think I'm basically just maintaining full speed here. It's still too slow. Hello, Fess. Oops. Oh, I need to be able to catch that. Snickerdoodle? Snickerdoodle's a good cookie. I'm still too slow. I think if I do catch that platform, I gotta jump as soon as I land. George, thank you for the 200 stars. You are the superstar leader. You are the superstar owner, bro. You are a star legend. So thank you so much for the support. The star drop. Wow. Jack, I'll be honest with you. I never would have committed to this if I thought it would even take half this long to do. But here we are. Yeah, I need to maintain that momentum. That's what's really messing this up. There's got to be a way. There's a different way to do it. Now I'm getting annoyed that I'm so... after this many attempts, I should have it. That's how it feels. Feels like I've had enough trial and error now. It's like I've run out of things to try. But this still feels very wrong. $230-star bounty. If we can get the world record, I'll take it. No, it's too slow, bro. I'm getting so frustrated because it's too slow. There's something else I can do. Logically, it's got to be the part where I'm doing the runoff. That has to be the least likely thing that the world record holder did is what I'm doing there. Here. I think they did a big jump somehow. So maybe there's a different way to approach that. But what would it be? What's up, Rain Moon Goddess? Nice to see you. Like, if only we could pull that off. It just never seems to even be close. The beginning almost doesn't matter. It's like none of this matters until 15 seconds into the level. All this, as long as we're going full blast, kind of makes no difference. And it all works out perfectly that you can go first cycle. Maybe there's a way to do 2 jumps there? Like, pull one of these off? No. What's going on, Rain Moon Goddess? Just been talking about a midlife crisis all stream. Last month in the 30s. And it feels like things have been kind of on a downswing for about 10 years now. What can I do there? I'm trying to shorten the jump, but no. Can I jump from the top level to the second one instead of going down? I don't know. I don't know what I can do and can't do. What it seems like I can't do is do this level fast enough. That's what it seems like I can't do. That much I'm pretty certain of. I could wait on that one? What if I waited on that one? Since I'm waiting anyway, I should try waiting at different points. Like if I wait... No, this is the one I usually wait on. But see, there's nothing there for me. There's nothing there for me. Thanks, Rain Moon Goddess. Let the record show. I have so many things I should be thankful for, including all my limbs. I have a lot to be thankful for. I have the job. As much as my job drives me crazy, I'm very, very, very lucky to have it. As much as this house drives me crazy, I'm very, very, very lucky to have it. And as much as this brain of mine drives me crazy, I'm even lucky to have that. I have a lot to be thankful for. And there's something to be said, even on a neurological... If you look into actual neurology, there is something special there going on when it comes to gratitude. Gratitude can really... Oh my gosh. See, that's what loses. Gratitude can have a profound impact on your brain. On a neurological level. Not on some, like, pie-in-the-sky level. Not some, like... Some, super metaphorical thing. Now I'm changing my thing here. The point is... If you can get your brain to go in a grateful direction, doesn't mean you have to pretend that you're grateful for every single thing, because I'm sure there's some things you ain't so grateful for. That still ain't working. There is something to be said for taking the time and effort to acknowledge the things you are grateful for, because you might be going through some pretty tough stuff. I'm sure you are going through some pretty tough stuff. Being grateful puts you in a better headset. There it is. I wonder if you can run off and then commit to a big jump over the next saw. If you can run off where? Neurology is fascinating. It's always interesting learning about neurology because you're using your brain to do the thing you're learning about. You know what I mean? I guess there's not much to compare it to. But when you're learning about your brain and how your brain works, it's the one time you're using the thing you're learning about. You know what I mean? To learn. You're using the thing you're learning about in order to learn. It's like a very meta situation. The brain stopped there. Didn't allow me to finish the sentence, Sebastian. So close, Rain Moon Goddess. I just tried the idea. Okay, double star. Thanks for the hot Super Trucker J. I gotta... Okay, you know what? Hold on. You know what I haven't tried much of? Maybe there's one of those tops I can skip. I haven't tried that. These are the tops I'm talking about. Like, is there a way to get there from the second one? What if I just did a small spin jump like that from the second one? That could change everything. Here's our first. Here's our second. Yeah. See, that's what it needs to be. But no, it's not what it needs to be. It's what it feels like it needs to be, but feelings lie, chat. What's up, Troy? Feelings lie. They're valid, but they lie. No? Okay, so that definitely doesn't work. Now, that's nice to say, Lewis, and lucky to have you, Pat. Oof. I'm certainly lucky to have the chat. So many of you have stuck with me through many ups and downs and all arounds. That's as fast as I can do it. That's the place I'm stuck, right at that exact spot. Yes, thank you, Kiwi. Thanks, Super Trucker J. So, you know... A big part of it comes down to getting that last platform moving as soon as possible. There we go, Super Trucker J. What's up, Tio? Didn't know you play Mario. Yeah, it's my main game. Thanks, Rain Moon Goddess. We're trying to go to the world record. That's what we're here for. Just trying anything now. Just gotta switch it up to see if we can get the position of the platforms to change at all. Like, maybe like that? What if I did that? That's it! That's the answer, bro! That's it! That is the answer. While I'm waiting, jump up and to the right to on-screen those platforms, and it gets them going. So that's world record, but we can do even better, I think. Check this out. That was what we were waiting to discover. I knew it had to be somewhere. Like a way to manipulate the platforms. I know I didn't talk about it all that eloquently. But I was stuck on the idea of how can I manipulate the platforms. Here's our runoff. Now see, we have to wait here anyway. So as soon as that's out of my way, I go back, and now, look at this. Wham! I think that's even faster. I do believe that's even faster. I might be wrong. I've been wrong before. Show me. I'm wrong. We'll take the first one then. There we go. We got the world record. That was a tough one. Well, that wasn't what I was hoping to accomplish this stream, but that is what I accomplished. So, my lasagna is going to be ready in a few minutes, so I'm going to go have some of that. Thanks so much for being here, chat. Sorry the energy has not been right. I know I've said those words maybe 50 times just in 2025. So it's not that it's insincere. Like I said, it's just been kind of a rough patch, chat. There's been some heartbreak. There's been some loss and some adjustments to make that I've had a hard time with. But, like I keep saying, I do have so much to be thankful for. And one of those huge things to be thankful for is all of you that show up. That show up and hang out. Help me play these levels. You've given me so much support and encouragement. And I've related it many times to when I was growing up, like the number one activity with me and my friends. We would hang out and play a video game together. Even a one player would just pass the controller. So like a big, huge part of my childhood is getting together with my best friends, getting a video game on and playing together somehow. And so often, that's what this feels like to me. The stream feels like the closest thing to that I've had since I was a kid. So that's something that can't even be measured. Can't even be measured in how valuable that is. So just know I'm so thankful for you. And in spite of all of the, what might come across as complaining, it's more I'm trying to share with you. Especially if anyone can relate. That's my goal more so. I'm not interested in making anybody feel bad for me. That's certainly not at all on my radar. If anything, the thing closest to being on the radar is the idea of trying to be more willing to share in the hopes that if anybody can relate, they at the very least know they ain't alone in it, because that can be one of the worst parts. So there we go. Thank you so much, ST, over on YouTube. Rain Moon Goddess wants some lasagna. Thanks, Susie, Sebastian, M. And thank you for we got the 230-star bounty from M. Making you the superstar leader. Shout out to George and M. All right, chat. Big shout out to the lurkers as well. Big love to the lurkers. When I'm in somebody else's stream, I'm typically lurking myself. So you have my full respect, and I really appreciate you. No pressure to ever chime in. But I'd love to hear from you. But I'm trying to give you permission to just chill. Thank you for the donuts there, Super Trucker J. Whew, gotta love a good donut. You know what I've really been enjoying lately? Old-fashioned donuts. That's how you know you're getting old, is when you eat the plain donuts, and that becomes your new favorite. All right, Jay. Well, thanks for being here. Hope to catch up with you all tomorrow sometime. We will continue the run, hopefully get more. I think we just got one clear in today. Whatever. Thanks for being here. Big shout out to this level creator. Thanks for the challenge. Shout out to the previous world record holder. Thanks for being here. Hope to catch up with you tomorrow. And if you. Huge shout out to anyone who hit me with any stars, shares, follows, likes, gifted subs, all the above. Thank you so much for the love and support. And if you or someone that struggles with depression or anxiety, you are not alone in that struggle, my friend. That's something I struggle with, and there are a lot of us struggling. So if you're one of them, make sure you got someone in your life you can talk to about it, a friend, family member, loved one, or therapist, and try to get some movement in your life. Take a walk outside, get your headphones in, your favorite music playing. Can make a big difference in your day, your physical health, and your mental health. So I encourage you with that. Hold on to hope. Believe better days are coming, because you never know. Tomorrow could be the best day of your life, but you got to get there to find out. So hang in there. I'm rooting for you. If you're struggling right now, know that being in the struggle means you're still in the fight, and I'm proud of you for making it this far. Don't give up. I know life can get very overwhelming and hit you with some wild lefts and rights, ups and downs, twists and turns, traumas and tragedies, and have you feeling like, oh my gosh, everything is a complete disaster. Nothing is ever going to be the same without this person, place, or thing in my life. It's just more pain and suffering. Everything's going in the wrong direction. All my best days are behind me, and it ain't looking good going forward. That's the feeling, and it's a valid feeling, but it's going to lead you to some wildly inaccurate conclusions, because the truth is, there is some amazing stuff coming to you in your life. I can't tell you what, I can't tell you when, but I can promise you it's coming. And one of the biggest lies that's so easy to believe when you're depressed, when you're anxious, is that nothing good's ever going to happen again, and even if it did, it wouldn't matter. That's not true. It's a valid feeling, but it is not true. And if you can recognize in the moment, wow, I'm super depressed, whoa, I'm really anxious, it becomes a little easier to detach a bit from those thoughts and conclusions, and it feels a little less real, and more you're able to acknowledge, wow, I'm seeing reality through this filter of depression or anxiety, and therefore it's not accurate. It doesn't take the feeling away. It doesn't just flip the switch, hey, I'm not depressed anymore. No. But it certainly eases the pull into the spiral down into the depths that can be so easy to fall into when you are just fully, readily accepting every thought and conclusion. You'd be like, yeah, this is the worst. Yeah, it's never getting better. If you're just going along with it, it ain't going to go well, my friend. It's going to go down fast. So just putting that little bit of resistance there, taking it with a grain of salt. Hey, I'm depressed right now. As bad as this feels, I can't trust exactly what I'm thinking and feeling, but I can acknowledge it and try to move through it. Easier said than done, though, chat, but if you're doing your best, that's all you can do. And if any of that resonates with you, know that I am rooting for you big time. If you need a little family-friendly escape, I got you covered with thousands of hours of gaming content scattered across the internet, so make sure you're following Super Pat World, all one word, on every platform you can find me, and I hope to catch up with you tomorrow sometime. Until then, have an amazing rest of your Monday night. We'll do it all again tomorrow. Bye, everybody.